Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, Winning the Gold.
Para sa inyo to. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat sa support sa amin dito. Grabe. Salamat sa amin.
Filipino athletes showcasing their best at the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
Triathlon is endurance sport, so lamang tayo dito.
I'm really happy to deliver something that sana yung Philippines might be proud of.
We get the stories of SEA Games alumni and Pinoy sports legends.
I became an athlete because of a failed marriage.
I was able to control my emotions better than other athletes.
The winning moments and the challenges in Philippine sports. Paeng Nepomuceno, Bong Coo and Monsour del Rosario join us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. Filipino athletes are on a roll as they dominate the first official day of the Southeast Asian Games. Apart from the Games, one of the highlights is the opening ceremony of the regional meet, highlighting Filipino culture and tradition, and of course, paying tribute to Filipino sports legends. Let's go straight to the source of the story. You just saw him. He's here live. Bowling champion Paeng Nepomuceno. Sir Paeng, thank you for being here. Our
pleasure.
Filipino legend.
My pleasure, Pinky. Good morning.
I'm just going to start with that. How did that feel like, carrying the SEA Games flag alongside other legends? But would you be the legend among the legends?
I'm deeply honored and grateful to the nation, and it was really inspiring, and I just flabbergasted and honored
How
to
was it
carry
like
the
being
flag.
on stage, though?
Pardon?
I mean, how was that like being on stage? It's very different
I
when
think
you...
I was more nervous there than when I used to compete. So it's a different experience.
I can imagine, huh? Well, actually, I can't imagine because you watch that on TV.
Super excited to carry the flag, actually.
Yeah. And all of you guys there, and then being, having your name announced, and how did they describe you? Because
Six-time world bowling champion.
yun lang naman, yun lang. But I think the world's greatest international bowler, di ba?
Thank you.
I mean, how do you even go about? I was asking Sir Paeng, how many medals have you garnered all these years?
Well, I have, for the SEA Games, I have 9, but
9
career
golds.
titles I've won. I hold the Guinness Book of World Records for winning the most titles in a career, which is 133.
133.
Yeah.
How does one win 133 titles?
Well, it takes a lot of sacrifice, discipline, and dedication. I've been playing for almost half a decade now.
Yeah. Half a decade.
I'm 50 years old. 50 years in bowling, and I'm a
Yeah.
senior citizen.
Half a century in bowling. So
Half a century, sorry.
I want to talk about that bowling. That hasn't begun, right? The bowling tournaments. Tell us more about it. When will it start?
The singles event tomorrow. It will start tomorrow. Today is our official practice day and opening ceremony for the bowling. And tomorrow singles, day after doubles, and then there's mixed doubles, and then there's 4-man team, and then there's what you call the Masters. It's an individual event wherein the top 16
Compete.
will compete for the grand individual title, which is called Masters event.
So how many tournaments
there
are the events
are-
in bowling?
9 medals, because 4 men and 4 women are gold, and then there's a mixed doubles event.
So 4 men, 4 women, and
women,
mixed.
and then 1 mixed doubles. So
Wala pang
9 all in all.
masters.
Kasi yung 4 kasama na yung Masters.
I see. For men
And women.
and women. And then the mixed. How is our team doing? How are they going to fare?
Well, we've been practicing all year round, and we're ready to face the competition, and we're ready. What's nice about the Philippine team is they're a fighting team, and it's a mix of veterans and youth.
I'm almost afraid to ask this because I really don't know the answer. Would a younger athlete be better than an older athlete in bowling? Or I would assume it would be the older one because of the experience.
Well, like in all sports, bowling requires shot repeatability and then strong mental game. And so whether you're youth or a veteran, it's just the same.
Really?
It's a matter of excelling and wanting to succeed. But maybe a veteran has a slight advantage in the mental game, but if you have a mature young athlete, di pares lang.
Well, parang, sir, I'm thinking it's a lot of precision, isn't it?
It's precision, stamina. Those bowling balls are heavy,
Yeah.
15, 16 pounds, and you roll it 100 times in one day. So you need to be fit also.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of practice bowling involved and cross-training,
Really?
strengthening all those bowling-related muscles.
Muscle parts. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, bowling champions Paeng Nepomuceno, and joining us now, Bong Coo also was there during the opening ceremony with the flag. I saw your face, Ma Bong. There's so much, happiness, I'm sure, and
Yes,
gratitude
yes,
being on
definitely.
stage, huh? What was that like for you?
I just felt so privileged, kasi being presented to a grateful nation, and it was just so emotional for
Actually,
us.
even for me, someone like me who was watching and seeing all of you, I'm sure there are many more athletes there, but of course there were a chosen few who had to be on stage. I felt so much gratitude, I guess, after so long not seeing you guys and bringing glory to the country. I guess personally, I'd like to say thank you to both of you for bringing so much honor to the Philippines. So, let's talk about bowling.
Yes.
Sabi ni Sir Paeng, ikaw daw yung punong abala in bowling.
Yes, I am the Secretary General of the Philippine Bowling Federation, and of course, I have my role in making sure that the venue is okay and all the bowlers that have arrived are happy.
You mentioned the venue. Can we talk about the venue? Is that world class? The
Yes, it
Star
is.
Mall, because there were questions on it
Fake
possibly.
news.
Maybe just questions on it being
Yes.
of quality. It's world class, huh?
Yes, it has been inspected and it passed.
And it has hosted various Asian championships.
Dun talaga, sa
Youth,
Star Mall.
senior,
Yeah.
and then even our World Cup is held there on the first day.
Yeah.
National finals, and Philippine team practices there all year round because it's truly suitable.
And that's where you're going right after
Yes,
today's
I'll just
interview.
cross.
You're just going to cross the street. In terms of gold, what are we looking at?
Well, bowling is a sport without measure. And of course, it also depends on your lane draw. It also depends on the timing. And but our bowlers are very prepared. They've been preparing the whole year. And with God's grace, ito lang ang kulang at maraming dasal, maybe we'll make it.
Tsaka yung format, it's just 6 games, so you
Sprint.
have to really be hot on that day.
Really?
And then finish na. Single,
Sprint
6.
kasi.
Oh, I see.
6 games and then
Unlike our championships, we play all week longs. Ito, it's decided in 6 games.
Has that evolved? Has that changed dramatically since the time
It's
you
been
guys
like
were
that.
playing? It has been like
It's
that.
been the format ever since.
I see. But are you expecting a gold or a silver or a bronze?
Definitely.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
What's the best case scenario for a bowling team?
We hope to win at least 2
Two
out
Two
of
golds.
9.
golds.
Out
Two
of
golds
9.
at least, huh?
But
Hopefully.
Okay, I was telling Sir Paeng during the break, and I'm going to say it on air. For some time, I did not hear a name, a resounding name such as a Bong Coo or a Paeng Nepomuceno in the last years or so. Why is that?
I think there was a lot because of probably the administration. That's why Paeng and I, plus B-Boy and the other champions came in. And naging part kami ng federation because we felt that it was that giving the right thing. It was not like we used to.
Yeah, but why? Lack of interest, would you say?
Well,
would it?
lack of support. Now that Bong is working very hard for us, we're going places, and slowly but surely, we're on our way
Okay,
to bring back glory.
we hope so. Who would you say would be the next Bong Coo? Among the players now.
You know, with the millennials, I cannot say.
We have a good youth development program in the
But
Philippine Bowling Federation, so there's a couple of them.
Are you eyeing
on
the
the
next Paeng?
We have a few,
Yeah, a few.
guys that are really good, young.
But would you tell us who? Who are your number one, male and female bowlers now?
As of now, we still have Lisa Del Rosario. The team, actually, the 4 ladies team are all potentials. No? We have Alexis C. and Lara Posadas Wong. And of course, we have Bea Hernandez, who is a scholar in the US, a bowling scholar. And she is one of the Houston Bearcats. So it's a very good combination.
Sir Paeng, what about you?
Well, for the men, we have 2 veterans in the team, Kenneth Chua and Frederick Ong. And then for the youth, we have Merwin Tan and Patrick Nuki. Merwin has won the Asian Youth Championships gold medal this year. And Patrick is really good.
So before we say goodbye to both of you, I'm sure you'd like to wish our Filipino athletes well. Ma'am Bong, go ahead,
Yes,
please.
I would just like to ask, of course, Laban Pilipinas, as we usually say. And I would like to ask everyone to please come and support the sport of bowling. And we did a lot of prayers. Please pray for this bowling team. And I hope and pray that we will deliver the gold medals expected of us.
To all the athletes, whether it's bowling and all other sports, keep on fighting. Laban Pilipinas. Then, syempre, we will win as one.
At sabi ni Sir Paeng and Ma'am Bong, it starts tomorrow, no?
Yes. Singles event.
The singles begins tomorrow. So for those wondering bakit wala pa, today is the official training. And then, no, sorry, the training, and then tomorrow is the singles game. So we're going to watch out for that, I'm sure. Both Paeng and Bong will be at the Star Mall today to cheer on our Philippine team. Thank you to
Thank
both
you very
our
much.
Thank you very
Filipino
much. Our pleasure.
legends. We'll be taking a short break. We speak to Taekwondo ambassador and Olympian Monsour del Rosario after the break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned.
Thank you.
You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines, a Filipino Olympian and the country's Taekwondo ambassador. After the challenges encountered on the early stages of the Southeast Asian Games, he is now calling for unity and support for Filipino players as they try to make the country proud and win the gold medals for the Philippines. Let's go straight to the source of the story. ASEAN Taekwondo Federation President and Taekwondo Ambassador Monsour del Rosario. Hi, Monsour.
Hi,
Welcome
Pinky.
to the
Morning.
show. Outstanding performance, Team Philippines. So far, I believe we are at 23 golds. Did you expect this?
Yes,
Talaga?
yes. I know what the Filipino athlete can do. I was with them in 2017. I was their chef de mission in Turkmenistan, Ashgabat. We were there for 3 weeks. I witnessed different sports. I was with them, victory and defeat. I was with them every day. I know the spirit of the Filipino athlete. You support them, you give them what they need, they will shine. They will perform. More so pa here in our country, with having people backing them up. It's different when you're
What's
fighting
that
in your
like?
country.
Yeah, yung may home court advantage.
You know, I experienced that in 1984. I fought the Asian Championships here in the Philippines. Fighting in your country, you get an extra boost or edge na, you know, I got kicked in the face really bad. I went down. I'm supposed to be knocked out, but you can hear the people chanting and cheering us, get up, stand up. And somehow there's an extra energy and extra fire in you that you tend to stand up and continue the fight. I've experienced that same kick in the head in Korea, and I didn't stand up. So having your kababayans there cheering for you it's extra boost.
So for
Big
those
difference.
wondering, Monsour won the gold in the SEA Games in the 14th tama ba? And 15th SEA Games.
1987 pa yun, Pinks, tsaka 1989. Matagal
Right.
na yun.
Yeah, but
30
still,
plus
you're,
years,
you're
yeah.
our gold medalist.
Well, Stephen Fernandez and I became the first two Filipino Southeast Asian champion in Taekwondo for the country. So we kind of made history there. And maybe that's why up to now they still can remember us. Although there's other fighters in Taekwondo that have surpassed our winnings.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Okay, so for those wondering, Taekwondo has not been competed just yet.
December 7,
Tagal pa siya, no?
8, and 9. December 7 is the Pumse competition. 8 and 9 is the Kurugi, that's the fighting. Pumse is the forms. And then December 6, we have a general meeting with the other countries, the presidents of other Southeast Asian countries in Taekwondo. So we'll have to discuss a lot of things before the tournament begins.
How many medals are at stake in Taekwondo?
8, 16, I think 24. 24?
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. And well, the media has been asking me if how many golds can
Yeah, I
we
was
come
about
out with, right? And I knew that's going to be your next question. So my prediction, I don't want to say how many golds because if I fall short, akong bibirain sa media, right? So this is what I can tell you. We will break and surpass the gold medals we got in the last SEA Games.
Which is 2017 in Malaysia.
Yeah.
But 2017, we placed 6th
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
I think comparing 2017 to 2015, we got a lot of medals more in 2015.
In Singapore.
Yeah, in Singapore.
Yeah.
In fact, you have Pauline Lopez
Yeah.
in 2015 who won gold.
Yes.
But in 2015, in 2017, she did not win because
Yeah.
she raised her category. She went
She
up
went to a
one.
higher division.
Yeah.
She didn't maintain on her the fighting weight where she's more comfortable in. So this year, I know we will do better. I know we will do better than Is there some-
2015.
Yes.
No, rather 2017.
17,
Oo.
yeah.
Because so 2015 we did quite well. 2017 medyo we didn't do too well in
We
Malaysia
slacked.
that time.
You know,
Why? What happened?
Since 1980s, well, I wasn't there with them. I was with them in 2015 in Singapore. I wasn't with them in Malaysia. But I don't know what happened, but I know that from the past record, when you see the Philippine Taekwondo national team, since 1987, we've been competing in the SEA Games. Every SEA Games, the Filipino Taekwondo fighter, not all of them win gold, but we always deliver at least 2 or 3 or 4 gold medals. So, hindi pa kami lumaban sa SEA Games na hindi kami nakauwi ng gold. May silver, may bronze, pero maraming fighters na nagcha-champion sa Southeast Asia sa Taekwondo. So, more so now here, we're hosting it. I kind of believe, I think, I'm targeting overall champion, SEA Games champion. Although Thailand is a very stiff competition, so maybe number 2 or number 3, but I want to get the overall champion.
So you're hoping that we
Yeah.
make number 1 in Taekwondo?
Now, the Taekwondo, we want to beat the whole country and, show the country that, Philippines is the best in Taekwondo comes in the Southeast Asian region.
Who are the stars of Taekwondo? I know there's Pauline Lopez.
Right now, in the women's division, of course, Pauline is there. In the men's division, I'm counting on Butch Morrison, Chris Oy, Arvin Alcantara. Some of them are really young and new. The veterans, I'm counting on the veterans. In fact, a lot of them wanted to retire already. And I said, one more time.
And this is the one.
Yeah, one more time. Experience what it's like fighting in your country. It's a different high.
Yeah, I can imagine that because the last time we hosted was in 2005. Obviously, they weren't... they were too young.
No,
ikaw yun.
Hindi.
Ando ka nun.
No, I was one of those guys carrying the flag like what sila Paeng did
Yeah.
with Akiko and Onyok in 2005.
Right.
But no, the last time I fought in the SEA Games was 1989.
Hindi, I mean, talking about the veterans you're talking about now, the last time we hosted it was in 2005,
Yeah.
which is obviously 14
14 years ago.
Years ago. So you're saying, nakiusap ka one more time try it out during competing in your host country.
Yeah.
Tapos after this, they retire.
You then retire.
How many of
veterans.
them will retire, the veterans?
Siguro, some of them kasi are at the age of 28 na, 29, 30. Eh by 26, 27, 28, medyo you're slowing down already against the 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, right? So it's different. Unlike other sports, you can continue even if you're in your 40s.
Yeah. This one,
Taekwondo is
no.
a combat sport,
Yeah.
so it's very difficult to continue competing at an upper age.
And you'll be watching the games?
Definitely. I'll be there. In fact, I think I might be commentating on some of the games. They were asking the SEA Games gold medalists in the past who can speak and talk about the games. So I'll probably be there also.
Okay, hope for the Taekwondo team.
Well, hindi lang Taekwondo. Sa lahat ng atleta na lalaban ngayon sa Southeast Asian Games, huwag nyo na pansinin yung mga nangyayari, ng mga gulo sa sports politics. Focus kayo sa laban nyo, sa performance nyo, at tandaan nyo, lahat kami, buong bayan, nasa likod nyo. At kailangan manalo kayo at ipakita nyo sa buong mundo na ang Pilipinong atleta pinakamagaling sa Southeast Asia. So sana, sa awa ng Diyos, mag-overall champion tayo. Kung hindi, mag-top 3 man tayo. Sobrang saya na ako niyan. At sobrang saya na yung bayan natin. So, to the Filipino athletes, laban. All out. Hanggang matumba.
All right. Thank you to Monsour. Monsour, thanks a lot. Monsour
Thank you.
del Rosario. Thank you
you.
for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.